my name's Georgina Wilding, and I chose Nina's letter because it really spoke to the experience I've had with education and finding a path to your future and your career and your life not being a straight, narrow, easy path. Nina's letter really resonated with everything I've been through and made me feel nostalgic somehow to the journey that I've been through, and I wanted to add another voice to Nina's beautiful words to say that what she's saying is very, very true and very, very valid, and I wish all of you in the position of being a graduate this year or in the next coming year the best of luck, and it will truly be fine. So, dear pupils and recent graduates, I wanted to start this letter with writing about the immense pressure that comes with being in your final year and finishing school. But much more important is to start with this. It's going to be okay, you're going to be fine. I know that's easy to say, and yes, even though it is easily said, it doesn't mean that things at times aren't tough until they all work out fine. And trust me, you will be fine. Just hang in there. This was a very troubled summer to finish school. Do you get asked a lot about what you want to do after school? Or did you not get to do what you wanted to do because of the exam results fiasco, or because your plans to travel have been destroyed? My sister is in her final year now as well, and when we speak about school, I get thrown back to all the pressure that mounted on us from every side when I was in my final year. Do you study enough? What are you going to do after school? Where have you applied? This is going to be so hard. Brace yourself. I very vividly remember being in the same situation. Everybody make it sound like this is the most important decision in life, the thing that will define the course of your working years until retirement. But this, from my own experience, is simply wrong. Whatever happens now will not define you. You can change direction at any time. Don't listen to all the voices that tell you otherwise and make you doubt yourself. Your parents are worried about your future, but what they advise you at the end of the day says more about their own outlook on life than about yours or your ability and grit to make things happen. Having a perfect CV matters less than you think. If you are able to convey enthusiasm and are willing to invest in work, that counts more than many fancy-sounding internships on a sheet of paper. Don't lose yourself trying to optimise yourself for a specific role or profession. If you try to stick with following things that you enjoy doing or see a purpose in, you will take one step after the other naturally. You'll look back in a few years and there'll be a trajectory, a thread that links it all up. Maybe you sit there now and think, I'm okay at things, but there's nothing I really excel at. The truth is, most of us don't have that one thing we are better in than everyone else, and that is fine. People are much needed that are good at several things so they can manage, bring together, and mediate between different areas. Maybe you currently have no idea what you want to do and don't see how there could possibly be a thread one day. Think about the things you truly care about. Not necessarily fields like biology, but also skills and mindsets. Do you like bringing people together? Or really dig yourself into something and don't let go until you get to the bottom of it? Are you good at planning? Maybe you like logic. Are you observant and notice tiny details, or does it make you happy to do something that has an impact, for example? What I want to say is that you have skills you possibly don't even think of because they are not subjects that are taught in schools. Trust me, there are many things you are really good at which you don't see about yourself. Many things are also simply up to chance and luck. Maybe you chat to somebody on a train station who wants to partner with you or hire you, And maybe you move to a new city and suddenly you become involved in new hobbies that will influence you. You never know, and that is okay. Go with the flow. And this will help you get to where you want to be. Maybe you find a subject or field that you discover you love, or change course along the way and find out that there's something else that you are better suited for. In which case, the thread is your pursuit of what fulfills you. It's all okay. Nobody really knows what they're doing, and we can only make an educated guess. The paths that aren't perfectly straight and smooth are usually the more interesting ones, and you may well carve out a life for yourself that is a bit unconventional, but fulfills you. In any case, don't worry too much about it now, and don't stress. I was extremely anxious when I was in my final year 7 years ago because I desperately wanted to get it right, but nobody came and handed me a recipe for success. But guess what? It all worked out fine so far. My thread is that I love art and history, and this has guided me since I finished school because I just didn't let go, and it didn't let me go. I've had good and bad days and successes and failures. There are fascinating people I met and wonderful places I've been that made me find out more about myself and what really matters in life. I fulfilled my dream that I've had since I was young to move abroad to the UK. Here, now, I can look around and see many little things that make me very happy and proud of myself. That I've come so far, and I'm working to make my dreams come true. Looking back, I could have saved myself the anxiety and just had a little more faith that it would all work out. And this will be the same for you. It's a bit of an overquoted concept, but if you do something that makes you happy and that at best adds value to your own and other people's lives, you'll do it well, and that will guide you. All the best. Nina.